Hello, guys. Hello, and welcome back to the Game Plan Podcast. I'm Rob, and it's just the two of us today, but we do have a very special guest coming towards the end of the show. But like I said, guys, this is our time to just talk to you guys a little bit more off stream, so that we can cool down and recuperate. Because man, what a weekend! What an AFC and NFC championship game. Unfortunately, you were enjoying yourself. You were on vacation, but man. No, and you know what? The Lions and the 49ers, that was the game of the weekend, in my opinion. That huge comeback. Oops, hold on. Hold on, wait, Nick. I'm so sorry. I did the same mistake again. I did. I need to stop making these mistakes. Anyways, guys, sorry about that. I'm Rob.
I'm Nick.
Welcome to the Game Plan Podcast. That's twice. Twice. I'm gonna get it down next week. I promise.
That is twice.
But
Um.
anyway, so you
Anyway,
you were you were out of town during both of these games.
yeah, I was in San Antonio for the weekend, and then we went to Austin Sunday, and I caught a little bit of the Chiefs Ravens game, none of the 49ers game, but I do remember we were walking around Austin, and we checked the score for the Lions, and it was like 24-7. I was like, oh, cool, Detroit's going to their first Super Bowl. And by the time we got to the car, my phone buzzed, and I pick it up, and it says 49ers are going to the Super Bowl. And I was like,
No, it was
what do you mean?
crazy.
Like, what?
Hey, Nerdy White Boy. Hey, Clumsy. Thank you so much for joining us. But yeah, no, just absolutely insane comeback. Because literally during halftime, the stream is still up if you still want to go watch it. But I'm literally saying we are gonna see Detroit going to their first Super Bowl. I
And I
literally said
really,
that.
I really thought it was that case. I thought Detroit was going to their first one, but obviously not.
So we'll talk a little bit about the games here and there, guys, and then we'll give you our picks. Nerdy White Boy is very curious on who we are going to be going for, but I think we should need to go a little in deep in these games, and we'll talk about it. I think the first one is going to be the Chiefs and the Ravens.
Let me go to the little news PowerPoint here because I have the scores, something to show while we talk about it.
Yeah. But overall, outside of football, how was your vacation?
It was really fun actually. I had a great time.
That's good. All right.
All right, so here we go. I made another PowerPoint. This is like my thing now. So first game,
You picked the
the
best. You picked the best picture from that game. I want to talk about this play so much.
so this is one of the plays that I saw. Um, we were sitting there at a you know what, we'll start like earlier in the game because this was towards the end. But so we missed kickoff, and we missed a lot of the game. But I remember by the time we got to the restaurant and sat down, we looked up at the TV, and that was when Lamar's pass got tipped, and he ran and caught it himself, which was crazy. Like the
That's
whole the
crazy.
whole restaurant erupted. They were all like yelling. It was wild. It was wild. And then other than that, we started walking around a little bit at halftime and caught like most of the third quarter. So I really didn't see it all, but I know this Ravens offense was just falling apart, and they could not help out the defense at all.
No, they definitely were, and it was actually shocking because I really thought the Ravens were going.
Yeah, me too. The Ravens were my pick for obvious reasons.
Obviously.
Uh,
Yeah.
but I was very wrong. And then obviously this play right here. So I did see this. The play before this, Lamar goes deep down the field to Zay Flowers, who catches it, and he's trying to get up, and the Chiefs kind of have his legs, so he kind of like shoves him off, and then stands up and kind of flexes over him, and it gets called as taunting, which I do not agree with.
See, here's the thing, because this is what I wanted to talk about most in this game. When I was streaming it, I literally shouted, "You gotta watch out! You gotta watch out! They might flag you." The moment I saw him stand up and flex and throw the ball down, I said, "You gotta watch! It might be showboating. It might be showboating." And then that little icon, that yellow little icon that says flags, popped up, and I almost screamed my head off. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, and we were kind of messaging each other a little in a group chat, and you think that it is controversial because, and I kind of agree. I mean, a lot of players stand up and flex. A lot of, I mean, it's one of those things that you wish was consistent. If it's
it,
gonna be a flag, make it a flag for everybody. If not,
that's
then
that's exactly what I was gonna say, because literally I can't tell you how many times I've watched a football game and somebody stood up and spun the ball and flexed on somebody while they were down,
Very White Boy
and
says
it.
that his wife was angry about that.
But I've seen it many times. People stand up and they flex on whoever they just caught the ball on. Like, in a way, let them celebrate, right? But if you're gonna call taunting, call it every time, because I've seen numerous games where they've done it this year and hasn't got called, and then there's times where they do it and it does get called, like right here.
Now, to be fair, I haven't looked too much into this because I've been very busy with school and such. But did he say something to him? Do you know?
I
Was there a
d-
word that was said? I mean, I'm sure
no,
if there was, they would
I
say
don't
it.
think so, but also the referees weren't close enough to like hear it, so they
That is
just went
true.
off of him like standing up. But like, and Nerdy White Boy says it's only because it wasn't the Chiefs. And here's what I want to say: we saw another flag in this game. Travis Kelsey gets up in Kyle Van Noy's face and pushes him.
See, that's crazy.
Van Noy comes back and he accidentally, well, I don't know if it's accident, but he like headbutts Travis Kelsey, and the flag comes out on that, not on the first push by Travis Kelsey.
See, that's crazy because a push, no flag. The guy trying to like push another guy off of him, standing up and flexing, that's a flag. And not only that, but like taunting, what is that, 15 yards back?
On one of the one of, if not the biggest play of the game for the Ravens, it gets called back
Right.
by 15 yards. And it's, I'm obviously biased to this opinion because I'm a Chiefs hater, but like this right here makes it a little suspicious that it would get called against the Ravens on a big play that happened against the Chiefs in a crucial game. But who knows? Who knows?
But then what was even crazier was the play afterward.
Right.
This one right here that's on screen. So I'd like to tell this story, but I just posted the TikTok of the highlights of the stream, and you can literally see me bouncing up and down. Head is on my head, hands are on my head, and screaming my head off because it was
Yeah.
Flowers of all people who stood up and flexed and spiked the ball. Again, I don't think that should have been a flag, but humbled. Get humbled.
Yeah, that was the
That was the turning point. That was the turning
that
point.
that really was. Yeah, he has this big play, gets a flag on it, and then right after what should have been a touchdown, he loses the ball before he hits the ground, as you can see in the picture here, and it it hurt the Ravens even more than they were already getting hurt. The Chiefs did not score in the second half, and the Ravens lost this game. Their offense was just not together. Lamar did fold under pressure.
But it was honestly this. I think. I mean, I don't like to point fingers necessarily, but I think it was just this play by Flowers. because he got so frustrated after that play that he ran to the sideline and he slammed his hands down on the bench right where there was an edge, and his hand got cut. So they were even
Yeah.
wondering, like, could he play the rest of the game because he's got a cut on his hand. But after that fumble, you're right. Lamar folded under that pressure.
It's
And the
true.
Chiefs took the win, and they're going to try to defend their title as much as it hurts you to hear.
We'll just have to see. But
Nerdy White Boy
that'll
says,
take us.
I'm sorry, Nerdy White Boy says, I saw someone call him Lamar Prescott. Oh, ouch. News about
Ha
Prescott.
ha 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 ha. Very funny. Very funny. Anyway, that'll take us to our next one, which is the 49ers beat the Detroit Lions. Heartbreaking for Detroit fans and
But an
pretty much the
amazing
world who
game.
wanted to see this team go all the way.
An amazing game, though. Absolutely crazy. The best catch of the year. The absolute best catch of the year. Oh, I'm sorry.
And that's,
Haley was messaging me, but the best catch of the year was Ayuk when he caught that ball after it got bounced up in the air.
That is this picture right here, actually.
It is, yeah. The absolute best catch in the entire year. I was flabbergasted.
Yeah, I didn't see it live, but like after that night, I watched the highlights like when we got back to the house, and yeah, the 49ers and the Chiefs are making me eat all my words that I've said on the podcast all year right now. They're trying to show me up, but
Yeah.
this is just really heartbreaking for the Lions, because if that field goal gets kicked,
I mean,
this game does not end like this.
you know, I'm not gonna lie. This was kind of heartbreaking to watch. I mean, just, you know, as a Texans fan, I know what it's like to have a team not go to the Super Bowl. But I mean, they know what it's like longer than I would know what it's like. We're talking about the Lions. This team has been alive for every single Super Bowl in history. So for as long as the Super Bowl has been alive, the Lions have never stepped in and watched other teams go in. This was, and I will say this might be a controversial thing, but it might not be. Dan Campbell, you need to stop being so aggressive on fourth down. If you have a chance to kick a field goal, do it. Get the points, and I get that's what makes Dan Campbell Dan Campbell. He's very aggressive on fourth down. He likes to gamble that, but if they had kicked a field goal instead of going for fourth down on 4th and 3, like minutes into fourth quarter, it would have gone in overtime. Maybe a different outcome.
That is exactly what I was gonna say. Is you look at the score and it's a 3-point difference. So not kicking that field goal, not having that 3 points made you lose by 3. Dan Campbell is just really aggressive. We saw it. Obviously, I know that a little better. We saw them try to go for the 2-point conversion to win against the Cowboys, and the first time didn't work. Second time it didn't work. The third time it didn't work. It's literally the definition. All just goes back to him. All just goes back to him being too aggressive.
It's literally the definition of insanity. If it didn't work before, why would it work now? But
yeah,
still an amazing game. Amazing by the Lions too. As much as it hurts to lose, yeah, they showed up. Maybe not during the second half, but definitely in the first.
And this is just like the same thing as the Texans. This team has a bright future. They had an outstanding year, and who knows? They could be very well be back in the spot next year. They could be in the Super Bowl next year.
It
But
could be very well.
we'll just have to see. But we obviously saw the two winners on the last two slides, so that brings us to our next slide.
Well, yeah, here we go.
The Fraud Bowl slash the Bum Bowl, the Trash Bowl, whatever you want to call it, garbage time. It's been set. All right.
Oh my
We
goodness.
got Brock, the system quarterback Purdy, versus Patrick Maffrod. Now, this is a rematch of the 2020 Super Bowl, right before the world went down, which the Chiefs won.
This was Patrick Mahomes' first win, his first Super Bowl ring.
You're right. That's true. It was his very first one, and he obviously wants another one. Now I'm just say what I have to say real quick, and then I'll let you take over because I don't have much to say. As a certified hater of both of these teams, I hate Patrick Mahomes with a passion. We all knew that. As a Dallas Cowboys fan, I hate the 49ers because we have that rivalry going on. Brock Purdy is a system quarterback. He came back in the second half. I know I've said it before on the podcast. I'm going to say it one last time. Let's not forget that, just while it's on the screen here, it's the rematch of the 2020 Super Bowl. And you know who was the quarterback for the 49ers in 2020?
Who was it?
It was a man named Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah?
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo went to the Super Bowl in this same exact offensive system. If anyone out there can tell me where Jimmy Garoppolo is now, that would be very helpful because this is the same exact thing as Brock Purdy. If Brock Purdy leaves the Niners, he's a nobody. As long as Brock Purdy is in San Francisco, he is going to look good because his team of 20,000 Pro Bowlers is going to carry him. Patrick Mahomes, he's just garbage. He doesn't deserve to be here. I sent this to you yesterday. I saw a compilation on TikTok of Mahomes crying about referee calls, which were the right calls. And at the end, it showed a bunch of calls that were on other teams that the Chiefs committed, and it didn't get called on them. That's why I hate Patrick Mahomes. So the moment everybody's been waiting for, especially nerdy white boy.
Who are you going for?
2024 Super Bowl pick. It's going to pain me to say this either way, but it's going to pain me to say this a little more as a Dallas Cowboys fan, because we do have the rivalry with San Francisco, like I said. Give me the Niners.
Niners, really?
28-14.
28-14, okay.
28-14, Brock Purdy gets a ring. Or should I say the team of all-stars gets a ring for Brock Purdy. And that is all I have to say on this subject.
All right. Well, I'll give my 2 cents. I'm just happy that the whole myth about the color and the Super Bowl logo has been proven false. I don't know if it's because the scripters were like, oh, they were catching up on that. Oh, wait, do you have news?
You know what I saw, actually? In a way, this logo is correct.
Okay.
Because the 49ers are red, and Taylor Swift has an album where she's wearing purple.
Oh my goodness. Really? Is that what they're going for? Okay.
I saw that on Instagram earlier. It's a bit of a reach, but I mean, they've got a point. So,
I mean, fair enough, I guess. But oh man, I just lost my train of thought. That kind of threw me for a loop. But you know what? I think I like more players on the 49ers. I like Christian McCaffrey. I like George Kittle. He's a troll. Um, I think I'm going to have to go for the 49ers too. I'm not a Patrick Mahomes hater per se. I'm not a Kansas City Chiefs hater per se. And I'll even say this, I'm not a Taylor Swift hater. I will say this, like, for the beginning of this whole season, I did find it kind of annoying. But I don't know. You know what? I'll still go for the 49ers. I will say this, though. Let it be known, and Nick can vouch for me, that in our earliest predictions, I said it was going to be a Kansas City and 49ers game. Nick can
That's
vouch
true.
for me.
On the so I don't know if like y'all know this, but we had another channel where instead of like third spelled out, it was 3RD, right? And that one got taken down because we did a Jake Paul pay per view and accidentally had audio playing, so they hit us with the ban hammer. But we did do predictions on that, and I will vouch for Rob. He did predict Chiefs and Niners in the Super Bowl, and here they are. So
That is true. So before we continue, we do have a special guest that will be joining us here. He will be joining us here in 1 second. He had some internet issues, so that's why he had to come in late. Let me see here. If I can have.
Nerdy White Boy says Kelsey will propose to Taylor. No, he won't.
Oh, see, that's another thing that I've been hearing. I've been hearing people saying, get out of this really quick.
No, he will not do that.
You don't think so?
I hope that Taylor Swift breaks up with Travis Kelsey right before kickoff. I hope she breaks up with him and leaves the stadium right before kickoff happens. Or if like one of Usher's fireworks during the halftime show went wild and blows up the Chiefs locker room with Patrick Mahomes in it, that'd be pretty sick.
All right, he will be joining us here in just a couple of seconds, guys. And here he is.
And C-Death said, what if she gets married during the game?
Nah. Oh, no. If he got married during the game, that'd be crazy.
It's not happening.
But we got our special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yes, I absolutely can. My name's Colton. Thank you guys for being here. I'm a good friend of Nick and Rob's, and they asked me to be on, and I was absolutely delighted to take the opportunity.
Yeah, that's right. So Colton actually has a background in football. Oh, there he is. All right. So you have a background in football, right?
Yeah, I do.
Tell us a little bit about that. You even have a family member who used to be on the NFL, right?
I do not. I don't know if that was somebody else you were talking to.
Oh, probably not.
That
I'm
would be
sorry.
awesome though if I did.
Well, yeah. So general introductions, but you do have a background in football, and you are a Steelers fan, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely tell us a little bit about that.
So I grew up being a Pittsburgh fan because, everyone in my family is either Pittsburgh or Dallas. And whenever I was young, I grew up seeing, Big Ben and all them play, and I was like, I like the Steelers a little bit more better than the Cowboys, sorry. And then I decided to, stick with them, and they've been my team ever since. And then with my background of NFL, started whenever I was really young. Everyone was like, with my family being big football members, they, kind of push it on me. They're like, hey, you know, you're gonna play football. You don't have an option. I was like, all right. So then I really got into it. I started playing Pee Wee, like elementary. And then middle school, I wasn't enjoying it as much. But then whenever I got into high school, I hit a growth spurt. And I was like, maybe it is for me. So I went back into it and played all the way up to my senior year. Ended up getting a scholarship at WVU to be a slot receiver. And then whenever I got to Morgantown, I went to a college frat party and did some things I probably wasn't supposed to and got my scholarship revoked.
That's really harsh to hear, man. Because
Yeah.
me and you were actually talking. Travis Kelsey had a similar story like that, but he had a guy on the inside, his brother, who was able to help him through all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, whenever I watched that podcast, I was like, man, if only, you
Right.
know? Yeah, it was a
But
little upsetting, but things happen.
life moves on. I don't know if he said this already, but he's in the Marine Corps. Definitely making a bright future for himself there. Thank you for your service and all that you do, man.
Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
So we kind of went through this, but I don't know. Did you watch the games on Sunday?
Yeah, I did. So I watched mainly the more of the Lions and 49ers than the Chiefs and Ravens. My main thing was is I wanted the Ravens to lose, coming from a Steelers fan. That was
I mean,
that was a big one.
Okay, okay,
you,
that's
you
fair.
got your wish. I need to ask you this though, because we were just talking about this. That play where Flowers pushed the guy off, got called for showboating, and then he catched the ball and then fumbled it in the end zone for a touchback. I need to know your thoughts
Yeah,
on that.
yeah. So I was watching for that one, and I was so excited. I was so happy because whenever I saw Zay Flowers do it, I was like, oh, I was jumping out of my seat. I was like, throw the flag. He can't do that. And then they threw the flag, and then he immediately caught a nice pass. I was like, no way. And then Snead comes in and just punches the ball right out. Oh, I thought I broke my chair. I just
On stream, I was jumping up and down. But so you agree that that it should be flagged for taunting?
putting bias aside, I would think so. Oh, so the flex and the ball spin, whatever.
Yeah.
The part that I think, really made it turn into a flag was where he pushed him further down. If he would have kind of just rolled him off of him, I get it. But he was hyper, he was excited, he was trying to
Mm.
pump his team up, they were down. I get it. But things like that can be super detrimental in a game. So
Yeah, yeah.
So so I guess you were excited about the Ravens losing.
oh yeah.
So then we go to the Lions and the 49ers game, which in my opinion was like the best game of that weekend. We just talked about the best catch ever throughout the year. If you want to join the PowerPoint that Nick has up, he has a picture
Okay.
of that catch where the
I
ball.
can go back to it real quick. Let's
Yeah.
see. Oh,
Oop.
I just hold on. I just showed off the rest of my thing.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, there we go.
That bounce off, and Brandon Ayuk was able to catch that ball as it bounced off that Lions member. Oh my, that's the best catch of the year, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
I would definitely say that, yeah, because I mean it blew my mind because I really thought it was gonna be an interception, but I don't know if it was sun or whatever it was, but I mean it just hit him right in the face mask.
No, yeah,
Like
it
dead scream.
like it honestly should have been intercepted too.
Yeah,
Hit him right in the
it
face
was.
mask like a cartoon, made a little boink sound, and then Brandon Ayuk just dove for it.
Yeah, I
It
mean
Insane.
was.
that shows incredible athleticism. I mean it was insane. I was like, what? Like I wanted the Lions to win so bad,
See, I
and
did
whenever I
too.
saw that, I was like, no.
I really
Yeah,
wanted
it
it to
was.
be Eminem versus Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It was very unfortunate for Detroit, but I told Robert when we were talking about it earlier. I said this team has a great future ahead of it. Like I have no doubt they will be in the spot next year for sure.
Did you see where Dan Campbell said that this might be our only opportunity?
Said that?
Yeah,
I did
Hmm.
not see that.
it was in the post game interview with him, and whenever he said that, I was like, it's a little not trusting and faith in your team. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, hopefully he's just saying that because he's depressed about the loss. But I mean, that's what happens when you don't kick a field goal and you're fourth down. The score was, it's we talked about his aggressiveness before you got here, but it's like that game with the Cowboys. Like, yeah, controversial flag and all, but you try to go for two again and again and again, and look where it got you. Here you are again. It's yeah, like C Death says something in the chat. He says it's a field goal. Just take it.
mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
if
because
he would have went for that field goal, it would have been tied overtime.
Yeah,
yeah,
we would.
they had two opportunities that I remember to kick a field goal, and more than likely would have made both of them. But and that would have put him. I think it would have tied the game, not sent him above. But it's unfortunate.
Definitely, that field goal definitely played a big part in the ending of this game.
100%.
So that, of course, leads us to a Chiefs and 49ers revenge Super Bowl match back in 2020. That was Patrick Mahomes' first Super Bowl ring. What do you think? Who you got?
You know, I I'm saying this because I love the Kelsey brothers, and I feel like a lot of people I'm into the New Heights podcast, and I feel like a lot of people are going to disagree. But I would rather see Kansas City win it for one reason, coming from a Steelers fan. The Niners, if I'm not mistaken, they have 5 Super Bowl rings. That would make them the third team tied to have 6 if they win, and I just don't want that.
That's
like,
right, because
I,
you're tied with Cowboys. Wait, in Super
no, we're
Bowl
tied with the Patriots.
Yeah.
Patriots? Oh, it's the Patriots. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah. Steelers and Patriots have 6. I think like 3 or 4 teams have 5.
Yeah, that's the Dallas Cowboys. That.
Yeah.
Well, see, and then that's actually a good question here, Nick. So if the 49ers win, they'll have more Super Bowl rings than your team does.
Go ahead, take it. Brock Purdy's garbage. They look at their roster, bro. Look at their roster. It's hard to lose when you have 80 million Pro Bowlers on your team. Brock Purdy's trash. Doesn't change anything. Dak Prescott's got a ring on the way.
Death just said in the chat, San Francisco is a bunch of swoony Tesla drivers. They don't know real cold, even if they what real cold is even like.
It's true, but
So it sounds like you. It sounds like C Death just hates the town San Francisco.
To me, I'd much rather root for a Cowboys rival than Patrick Mahomes.
All right.
And our next slide is coach hirings. So probably the biggest one is Jim Harbaugh from Michigan. The brother of the Ravens coach, John Harbaugh, has a 5-year deal in Los Angeles with the Chargers, and the Chargers will be a team to watch out for. Not this year.
You know, I'm actually
this year's
really
going to be kind of a rebuild, but
I'm actually really happy for him. You know, I'm really happy for the San Francisco Chargers too, because it seems like a challenge for Jim Harbaugh.
And Harbaugh actually played quarterback for the Chargers when they were in San Diego before they came to Los Angeles. So he was on this team, and I think. Okay, I'm about to make a crazy prediction right here. Okay. I don't know for sure if it's going to happen. I can see it happening though. And what I see happening is Jim Harbaugh trades Justin Herbert. He gets rid of Justin Herbert, and he gets J.J. McCarthy in the draft, who was his quarterback at Michigan.
My God. Could you imagine?
He knows the reason I think this is going to happen is because he was literally coaching J.J. McCarthy to their national championship win at the beginning of this month. He coached him throughout college. He knows him. That's one less player he has to learn. He knows what works. He knows what doesn't. He literally knows him inside and out. It would be crazy. I don't know. I don't think it'll for sure happen. I don't think so. But could you imagine if they trade Justin Herbert and he gets his old quarterback from college in the draft?
That would be insane. Old quarterback won him the whole championship, the whole NCAA championship, and they will be working together in the NFL.
That would be a story.
Now, do you think would they keep Herbert for another year and just bench the quarterback from Michigan? Would they just bench him for a year to let him kind of get some reps into the NFL and then trade Justin Herbert, or do you think it would be instant?
I think if it happened, it'd be instant. I think Herbert would get shipped off right away. But Jim Harbaugh, I don't think Jim Harbaugh is dumb enough to do that because Justin Herbert's a great quarterback.
Yeah.
And then
is a better quarterback coming out of the draft between Caleb Williams and the Michigan quarterback. I don't know why I can't think of his name.
I think. See, I just don't. It's hard to say because JJ McCarthy just won a national championship. Caleb Williams did not. Caleb Williams has not won a national championship. Um, but I don't know. I feel like there's just too much hype around Caleb Williams. Because he could come in and just fall apart, be a complete bust. But I think I don't know. It was the way Michigan ran their offense. JJ McCarthy didn't really like throw deep a lot. You saw him kind of like what Brock Purdy does in San Francisco. He was kind of working the little short routes, handoffs, screen passes. Like Caleb Williams was throwing deep a lot. So if I had to go based on quarterback skill, I think I'd take Caleb Williams first.
I would have to go with JJ McCarthy, to be honest, because
Really?
well, I mean, like throwing deep balls and all that stuff, but I can't is nice and all, but I can't tell you how many times I've seen a quarterback have so much hype going into the draft, finally getting into the NFL, and then he turns out to be a bust. No matter how big of a career that he's had in college and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not saying that it will happen to this guy either, but I don't know. I just think, JJ McCarthy leading his team to a victory says a little more. I think that has a little more weight to what actual stats are, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. That's not a bad point. That's a good take, but I don't know. I'm really iffy on Caleb Williams. I cannot decide if I think he's going to be good or if I think he's just going to fall apart. I can't tell you for sure.
I think it depends on who his coach.
Yeah, it really just depends where he lands and what he has to work with. CDS said give him 20 or give him 250 mil guarantee like Deshaun Watson. No, don't do that. And then these next ones are some smaller, like not as big names as Jim Harbaugh, but significant things. Arthur Smith, this one was today, was the Falcons head coach this year, and now he is the Steelers offensive coordinator. He's going to replace Matt Canada, and from what we've seen him do in Atlanta, this is not going to end well for the Steelers.
I felt like the Falcons offense was good for like maybe the first 3 games of this season.
Exactly. And then Arthur Smith, I talked about it. I'm pretty sure I talked about it last week. Arthur Smith just did not use Bijan Robinson, a top running back. He's young, he's good. Did not use him. And I just don't like Arthur Smith. After watching him this year, I just don't like it.
As a Steelers fan, are you excited about Arthur Smith or?
So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because we were working with basically, what we did after we fired Matt Canada halfway through the season is we ended up working with kind of like a dual offensive coordinator. So they would, converse together, figure out what would work best, and then run that play or whatever. And I feel like that, 2 minds are better than one, in my opinion. So I feel like we could have stuck it out with those two and seen where it went besides, immediately jumping on the train to trying to get a new offensive coordinator because what we had was working. Like as soon as we fired Matt Canada the next game, we dropped over 450 yards in total against the Bengals. Now, granted, it's against the Bengals without Joe Burrow, but we still did it. So
yeah,
I feel like there's a fine line we have to walk on, and this is either going to go big or it's going to bust. Because the Steelers have a decent amount of talent. Like it's not. I mean, we have a decent receiving core. We have one really good star receiver. Um, we have a crazy running back duo, kind of like with Zeke and Tony Pollard. I say that often. And because I feel like Najee is like Zeke, and I feel like Tony Pollard's like uh, Jalen Warren.
See, but this, I don't know how to feel about it because, like I said, he wasted Bijan Robinson all season, and
Yeah.
then the Falcons in it was either 2020, 2021. They got Kyle Pitts. I think I talked about it last week too. They got Kyle Pitts, this good tight end from Florida. Great. Have not used him in the NFL. I think he only has one career touchdown. Like they just don't use him, and that's stupid because he's a good tight end. He's just wasting his career away on the bench right now.
100% agree with that.
And then speaking of Atlanta, Raheem Morris from he was either offensive or defensive coordinator in LA with the Rams, is going to be the head coach in Atlanta. And Dave Canales from the Buccaneers, he was the offensive coordinator, I think, could have been defensive coordinator, is going to take over in the Panthers. So we'll see how that happens. But the last slide of news I have is a giant one. For me, at least, as a Cowboys fan. So today it came out that QB1 is on the chopping block. Owner Jerry Jones has refused to commit to sign Dak Prescott to an extension. Jones stated this team is only going to get as far as Dak takes us, and that's how far we went. With this season coming up, Dak is going to be on his last year on contract, and an official decision, if we're going to keep him, if we're going to get rid of him, won't be made till the end of this next season. And it's the same situation that our head coach, Mike McCarthy, is in. Mike McCarthy is on the last year of his contract too. And Jerry Jones said they weren't going to re-sign him because people tend to work better under pressure like this. Like when it's all on the line, people tend to work better. So this, like I said, is huge for me because I hyped up Dak Prescott all year. And on the last podcast, he's literally my favorite NFL player. I might actually shed tears if Dak Prescott leaves this team. But that's about it that I have to say for this one. I don't know if y'all have anything.
I mean, here's the thing. I think Dak Prescott is a great quarterback. I really do. I mean, it's hard to be in a QB position because even when things aren't technically your fault, they're still your fault. Everything that happens on the offense is your fault. And I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of times where Dak Prescott fell short. He choked in the playoffs. There's no tiptoeing around that. He choked in the playoffs. But that's just what's the most depressing thing about him is he can do better. It's just in times when you need him, if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, when you need him to be good, he'll choke. So it's one of those things where it's like you have the potential, but you don't have the results. And that's just what's so depressing about it.
Now that he is on his last year and free agency is coming up, if he does not do anything this next season, we're really about to find out if he can handle pressure because this pressure is bigger than the one you get in the playoffs. This is literally you have to do something this year or you're done.
Now, crazy scenario, but if the Cowboys say they don't make it to the playoffs, say something happens, and they end up getting rid of Mike McCarthy and Prescott, what would be if you were running as GM and stuff like that? What would be your plan of action to try to rebuild the Cowboys as fast as possible? Who would you look for in the draft? Anything like that?
I don't know. I think
the Cowboys are actually like the most profitable team in the NFL. They have more money than any other team. So I think finding help wouldn't necessarily be a problem because they can pay their players millions on start.
If I'm being honest, there is one quarterback No, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say there's three quarterbacks that I would like if Dak Prescott gets cut from Dallas. First of all, before I go into this, let me say wherever Dak Prescott goes, if he leaves this team, I will buy a Dak Prescott jersey from whatever team he goes to. Mark my words on that. I love this guy. He's my favorite player. I'm gonna support him either way.
Every team, any team.
If he goes
49ers.
to the 49ers, no. No.
Eagles.
If he goes to the Chiefs, yes, I'd buy a Chiefs Dak Prescott jersey. If he took over Mahomes' spot, I'd love it. But three realistic quarterbacks that we could get if we made the right sort of deal. Number one, Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is such a good quarterback. All right. And we've seen him do good in LA. Not crazy good though, but I feel like he'd be good in this offense. So I'm gonna go Justin Herbert. The next one, Justin Fields. He's young. He's coming into his fourth year. We haven't seen him do much on the Bears. It's the Bears. He would be coming to a Dallas team with CeeDee Lamb. It's a stacked Dallas team.
I don't think the Bears are going to get rid of Justin Fields, though.
No, I don't think they will. But I'm just saying, like, if Dak Prescott left this team, like, deals we could realistically probably get. If we're going off that, then I'm taking Justin Herbert number one. I'm taking Justin Fields number two. And number three, he's older, so it wouldn't work. It would only last for about a year if he still plays, but I want Matt Stafford.
Really?
Yeah. And those are the three quarterbacks I'd take. Now, we do have Trey Lance on our team, but he hasn't got reps. So I can't tell you on Trey Lance. Trey Lance would be good because he's young. He just doesn't have a lot of experience, though.
I think realistically, if that were to happen, they would let Trey Lance play for a season and then look for.
Yeah. That's probably what would happen. But if Dak leaves the team, my number one guy that I want in this offense is Justin Herbert. Coach wise, I don't know. I don't know anybody coach wise, but what about Flacco? No, I don't think so.
No, I think the Browns might give Flacco a
They'll
contract.
give him a deal.
I think they'll give him a deal. You know what? Deshaun Watson might get kicked out, and he might be looking to join the Cowboys.
No, we don't want him. Dallas does not want him. You know who Dallas wants, though? Derrick Henry, if you're out there somewhere and you happen to stumble across this podcast, you live in Dallas, buddy. There's no need to go anywhere else. We need some running backs. Tony Pollard is not a main carry guy.
You don't think so?
No. We saw it this year. Tony Pollard did not do as good compared to. You look at this year's numbers from Tony Pollard compared to last year's when Zeke was the main guy. Tony Pollard really didn't do anything this year, so he's not built to be a main carry guy. I want Derrick Henry.
I mean, I feel like the run game from Dallas isn't so bad. You got a lot of it.
It's not that bad, but I mean, we need a guy who's we need a main guy.
Didn't Derrick Henry throw 4 touchdown passes this season?
Yeah.
He might replace Dak Prescott.
No, not at all. Not even close. But this is all I had, PowerPoint wise. So,
all right, guys. So that was all for news. That was all for the games. Now we're gonna do something fun. But before we we start, we also want to get somebody else on board.
We want to bring another guest in to watch with us.
He will be joining here very shortly. Wait for her to join. Someone who's actually been helping us behind the scenes. There she is. Hello, everybody. This is Haley. She's been helping us behind the scenes. She's the one who helped us with the new graphic that you guys saw, that you guys like. She's the one who created that. Yeah, definitely say hello. Say a little bit. Say whatever you want to say about yourself.
Yeah, my name's Haley. I also go by Clumsy. I know nothing about sports. Nothing. Nada. I'm here for fun.
CDeath420 says, good work on the graphics.
Thank you. Thank you. I will be making a different one specifically for these game plan ones.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, specifically for these game plans. Yeah.
So I know you said nothing. You know nothing about sports, but who's going to win the Super Bowl? The 49ers or the Chiefs?
I was literally about to ask you who's going to the Super Bowl. I don't know. 49ers.
Why?
I like it. I like it.
You know, I like it. That's a good reason if there ever was one. So like I said, guys, we are going to do something fun right now. Right now, we are going to be reacting to this season's biggest hits.
Something a little fun for the podcast.
You mean biggest hits like music?
Totally.
No, like.
No, I'm pretty sure I know what you mean this time.
Dang.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
That's unfortunate.
Really? I was able to watch it.
It's probably not available
for the share play
this
thing.
Yeah, you might have to actually stream your screen.
Okay. I have to do that then.
Gotta love technical issues.
But it's all right. You know why? Because I already have it pulled up.
Oh, perfect. It'll be a little less like all together, but you know.
Yeah, it will be a little less all together, but gotta do what you gotta do. All right, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
There's 13 minutes and 52 seconds of this. Yeah, I won't turn the volume up too high.
That's okay. I've got it set at 200 so I can still hear it.
All right, here we go.
We have all these different injuries. 2nd and 3.
Oh!
You cannot see it on the podcast though.
Oh no, I can't. Hold on. Do I have to?
You gotta get the.
There you go. Right.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
Okay, sweet.
No, there you don't go.
Sick.
Wait, no, yes, you got it.
So it's good?
Wait,
yes,
no.
Final answer.
We have all these different injuries. 2nd and 3.
No, it's not good.
Okay, no, it's not there.
Wow.
Do you want me to stream it?
I would like if you were to stream it, yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. We always have them here on the Game Plan podcast.
But while we
the title of the thing.
Just NFL biggest hits.
Biggest hits 2023.
NFL.
But while she looks that up, I have some news. Not like NFL news regarding me that
Oh yeah?
I could make some videos on the Game Plan YouTube channel because this coming fall, me and my coworker Victor are gonna coach youth flag football, so I could like make game day vlogs coaching.
Bro, that's
and put 'em
awesome.
on YouTube. It'd be
Dude, that's
pretty sick.
awesome.
I'm about to coach a Super Bowl team. Our quarterback will not be like Brock Purdy. Our quarterback will be the second coming of Dak Prescott.
What's your team name going to be? Do you have a choice in that?
No, I'm pretty sure it's like, we're doing it through the YMCA, so I'm pretty sure it goes off NFL teams.
Ah, okay.
Let's hope it's the Cowboys.
Okay, I think I've got it up.
All right. So yeah.
Let's see.
Yes, it works. Okay.
Okay.
Finally.
Okay, perfect.
Miss, can you hear it?
Yes.
You can? Okay.
Yes.
I cannot hear you guys is the issue.
Well, can't hear us.
No, I got my shit loud as fuck because I'm deaf.
That's crazy.
All right.
And
So
I
he was able
cannot
to.
hear you.
He was able to knock that out of his hands. Look at that.
Oh.
How's that not a flag? Oh, there's a flag.
Yeah, there it is.
Knocked
That
out.
one's got.
All right, here we
He's
go.
gone.
Oh!
I remember
Yeah.
this one. I watched this one.
Look at that fight.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Dang!
He
Ouch!
went right to the head.
Yeah, that was rough.
Look at his head bounce.
Oh.
Ouch!
Look at all them angles. Hell yeah.
They were losing too. Why'd they have to do that to him?
Dude, the last 4 ones have been Broncos.
Oh!
Oh.
He was able to get up though.
Yeah, he got right back up.
They've all been number
They've all
22
been-
on the Broncos.
They've all been Broncos. What the heck? Broncos again. What the heck?
Let me know if you guys want me to pause the video at any point.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Wait, I didn't see that one. Okay.
yeah. They called roughing on that, right?
Yeah, there was a flag for it.
I remember this one too.
Oh!
Oh, I missed it. I think I
The-
missed it.
Yeah, go
The
back.
replay's coming.
The replay's coming.
Okay, well, we're gonna watch it fast, see if I can figure out where it happened. Oh, was that like the whole little group right there?
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
see it. You see. Look at the replay.
This is when Josh Dobbs was having his Linsanity run for.
And look, it's the Broncos again. What the heck?
Oh, this one too.
Oh, this is it.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I hold on. Pause right here. Pause right here, because I have a question. So this not only was this flagged, right?
Uh-huh.
The player who hit him got ejected, or was it like the rest of the season?
yeah.
yeah, it was rest of the season, but he was allowed to play in the postseason, but to avoid any issues, Pittsburgh decided to just keep him benched for the postseason.
So I have a question for you guys, because there was a lot of talk about this. As a defensive player, your sole job is to get them to stop them from catching the ball, right?
Mhm.
So to be punished, I don't get me wrong, I agree with the flag. It was a hard hit. But what was he supposed to do? Just let him catch the ball?
Yeah, no, I know nothing, but I'm in agreement with that was what he was supposed to do. He did it a little hard.
I mean,
A lot hard. Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You know, flag. You know, sure, give him the yardage and stuff like that. And I'm really glad that this guy ended up okay. But benched?
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just really like iffy because
Yeah, you sound like you're lost for words.
I am.
I mean,
You're supposed to not let him catch it, right? But if you do let him catch it, he could get up and I understand, like, let him go to the ground and you just touch him and he's down, right? But if you look at it, like in the replay, he's already airborne
right.
at the same time. So there's really nothing he could do. But I don't know if I agree with the suspension.
Hey, have you guys checked your chat to see if audio is getting caught?
Yeah, C-Des says that he can't.
wouldn't that.
But might just be have the volume up.
Probably.
I was able to turn the volume. But that's all I just wanted to say on this. Like, I'm all for player safety, but he says it's fine. I can hear you guys in the chat, just not the video. Okay. But I'm all, like I said, I'm all for player safety, but it's hard to be a defensive player sometimes.
Yeah.
You're trying to make a big play. You're trying to, like, so if the guy has the ball in the air and his feet hasn't touched the ground yet, in my opinion, it's like, okay, hit this guy so he can like knock the ball out and it can be an incomplete pass. But
I like the just let him go to the ground and you just touch him down.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is I guess kind of how they judge it is is the receiver defenseless or not,
Yeah.
and how the NFL determines that is are they able to take 2 steps and basically be cognizant. And the weirdest thing is like I feel like yeah whatever you know eject him for the rest of the game at least, and then fine him, but don't for the rest of the season. That's a little much, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, the suspension was way extra. Michael Pittman in this clip is defenseless. Like there's nothing he can do to
protect himself. Yeah.
To protect himself, try and avoid the hit. But I don't like the suspension.
All
Should I
right.
press play?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are going to show, hopefully they show the replay, but look at this guy. He
Yeah.
gets bent over backwards. Almost kicked the back of his
Yeah.
own head.
And they get him going straight to the head.
Yeah.
It's a gnarly hit.
What?
Oh my god. Oh wait. The guy got kicked in the head. Oh, he got kneed. And then he got knocked out.
Almost cleared
Lord.
it. Almost cleared him. Should
Go.
invest in
Danny
like,
Dimes.
playing high jump.
That
That was not a big hit.
That was
Oh wait, no, hold on, wait.
No,
We got to
Steven,
see it.
no.
We got to see it.
Got hit in the head again.
Was it a knee to the head?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, snapped his neck sideways. Oh,
Oh, Nick knows what that's like.
oh, I do know what that's like. No, mine wasn't that bad.
But you did bounce off the ground, but this guy,
Yeah.
oh, he is stumbling.
Yeah, that's rough.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And it's
you,
that
like,
bounce
fall
off the back
flat
of
on
his
your
head.
back. I've
Gotta
done
hurt.
that before in theater.
Sandwiched.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Sandwiched.
That almost reminded me of the Frank Gore hit whenever they were playing
Oh my
against
God.
the 49ers.
Them
Right.
like making that guy bigger and glowing freaks me the fuck out. I was not prepared.
Oh, man. I think the two Bills players got hurt more than the Jets players did.
Joe Flacco.
Oh,
That's
oh.
Got some mud on
yeah,
his
all the
face.
Took some
grass.
turf with him.
It was
Oh
just
no,
so
look
fast
at
and
him. Yeah, his hands are shaking. He's out.
oh
Forehead
yeah.
first. Ooh.
Oh. Dude, these are all like
Ugh.
They're all knockouts.
I thought he broke his finger or something. He was like.
these are all
holding
just
his hand
straight
really fast.
concussions.
I couldn't handle that.
Yeah, CTE's loading.
Oh.
Man, none of these were on the podcast. This one
here we go.
does. This one was. Remember
Here we
when we
go.
saw that beach ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got distracted by the beach ball. I did not watch that hit at all.
I don't think I've seen like half of these.
I don't think I've seen him either. Oh,
Oh.
he made him say yes.
I did see this one though.
Solid.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that a face mask?
I think so.
No.
Oh, he clotheslined him. WWE style. Look at that.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah. Justin Herbert.
Oh, ugh.
Yeah, that one's rough.
I agree with the call. Went
If
right to the head.
Justin
His
Herbert.
helmet almost came off. Whoa, right into the ground.
Oh, he took
Oh,
that guy out. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
I
Oh!
remember that.
Oh no!
I did not.
I did not see that. What the heck?
Sign up for that.
That happened like midway through the year, and Alvin Kamara, he ended up giving that guy like a signed jersey or something. Like that's it.
A sign? That's it?
Not even like paying
Well, I don't know if he did or not, but I
He's the
know
chain
that
guy.
did
He
give
moves
him-
the chains.
I know he did give him a signed jersey.
It was an older man too.
Can you imagine if he gave him signed athletic pants?
It's so messed up. I
Oh
was
my
not
god.
prepared
I
for
wasn't
that.
prepared for that. I did not see that. I did not
Yeah.
see that. What the heck?
I can't
Yeah,
watch people getting
that's-
like their bones broken or nothing. Like it freaks me out. I was not ready.
Oh my
that
god.
that one's probably like the grossest one.
Oh, okay.
Unless they show Nick Chubb on here. If they show the Nick Chubb injury,
I mean, if they show
oh.
that, they might show Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
All right, we got to
okay, if
continue.
you guys see the clip beginning, prepare me. Okay.
Okay, if I see the Nick
I don't
Chubb
know
one, I'll let you know.
What happened
Yeah.
with it? But I need to not see it.
Mm.
What is? Oh, the punter. Oh,
Almost.
hyperextended.
This is starting to get
Oh, yeah,
gross
this
all
one.
of a sudden.
I'm scared.
Oh, his helmet's off.
Oh.
By his own teammate. Ooh, he got kneed.
Oh yeah, he's knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
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 Flag incoming.
Dang.
Did they not throw a flag for that?
No, he had to have.
He was sliding, so
No, they said there was no foul on the play. Are you kidding me?
he was sliding though.
The referee just said no flat foul on the play. What the heck?
Oh, all
Omelet
these guys are just. Yeah, he is out.
got folded like an omelet. Look at this.
No, I can't. I'm so scared now.
Oh, what a bounce. Dang.
My
No,
lord.
I've seen this.
Roberts boys.
That's a good tackle too.
That's a good clean hit too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh my!
Oh my god.
he's so
And he
hyped
flipped
up.
him.
He's so hyped up.
That is the hit I got hit with.
Yeah. All day.
Oh, that one too. That's
And look
the
at
one
him.
I got hit with.
It's their little like dances afterwards that get.
He just
That
pops
get
right back up
me.
into a knee.
Honestly, I just want to say props to that cameraman. Like I know that stuff's hard, probably trying to keep up with them running. Like that was a good shot.
Oh.
All right, here
Emote
we
after
go.
a kill.
Oh,
Oh. Stopped him in his tracks.
dude, that was a good
That's
clean hit.
That's a good hit.
He
Yeah.
That's a
just
good hit.
Stopped him. Like that wasn't even like a tackle. Like he just like you're not moving.
Oh,
Not stopping him.
oh, okay.
Not him either.
That shrug.
Oh, here it is.
Here it is. Stop,
Here it
stop,
is.
stop.
No, it's not.
Look,
It's
or-
not that one. It's
Oh
not.
no,
Wait,
it's not.
is
It's
it?
not. No, it's not.
No,
Okay.
no, it's not. It's not. It's not.
It's not.
Okay.
This is the same game though.
Okay.
Jesus.
He got right back up though.
Okay.
Yeah, props to
I
those
have
guys.
a feeling the Nick Chubb one is coming.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a late
Yeah,
hit.
that's. He's already like, yeah. Good call.
whoa.
Oh.
That whiplash.
And you know, after this, I want to get your guys' hot take on just one thing before we end it off.
Oh yeah, here's this
For
one
sure.
too. I got scared on this one when I was watching the game. When Dak flipped over, I was terrified.
Nah,
I
that
thought-
was a clean flip.
I
He
thought
knew
we were
what he
about to
was doing.
lose my quarterback.
I thought he was gonna flip in the end zone. He got the one-handed down and everything.
Another Cowboys one. Oh yeah,
Ooh.
it's the CD Lamb catch.
Did he land on the back of his head? He's standing up. Look at him.
He's up.
Yeah, we watched this on the podcast.
We did, yeah.
It was more like right here.
Hit a back bump. Oh, that guy actually flipped. That was cool.
Oh. Dude, that's a bad one. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
that one looked
Defenseless
that
player.
that was accidental though. It looked like he was trying to stop himself.
No.
I think he was already going too fast
Yeah,
forward.
because he looks like he was trying to get his hands up like this almost.
Yeah.
I still can't believe we lost that game.
Oh, in the back of the head. He got hit in the back of the head. Oh, couldn't even see that coming. Oh, McCaffrey got hit during that game. That's right. We streamed this one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Is that pass
Yikes.
interference?
Oh, he can't even believe it. I mean, he touched the ball.
Everyone
Yeah.
in the audience, though. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and then he got hit. He got knocked out.
The way he fell.
Thank you.
Oh, it's
Dude,
that
it's
noise.
just the sound on him.
That noise. That.
Just the little helmet hits.
Yeah, the gear clinking.
I hope they show the Mahomes one where his helmet gets chipped off.
Oh yeah.
He just got thrown backwards.
Dude, he
Wow.
folded him. Another
Same
one
game?
from the
Oh,
same
another
game?
one. Oh,
Oh. Yeah.
he bear hugged his face. Look at this.
Dude, I say I'd want to play in the NFL, and then I watch hits like this, and
Oh, that was a catch though. Ooh. Dalton played this season?
Ooh.
I guess so. Oh. One taking out the legs.
Oh yeah, one went high, the other went low. Ouch.
Josh Dobbs again. He's been in this so many times. Oh, yeah. It's a flag.
100%.
Oh,
Plow down over your teammate.
Yeah, he got
dang. He got planted.
I don't think he stepped on his teammate though. So that's good.
That is a good thing. Yeah.
Ooh. He got sandwiched. Is this the game that Aaron Rodgers got hurt in?
Yeah. This is week 1.
He's looking at him like, what was that for?
The one Aaron Rodgers didn't even make it 3 minutes into.
Ooh,
Oh, good block.
that is a nice block.
Yeah, that's an amazing block. Another good one.
Hey, look at him.
Dude, he hit that guy like that.
Here we go.
Some more Broncos. What?
The hit.
Oh,
Whoa, wait, did he get he got punched. He got punched in the gonads. Go back. Go back. No, go back. You got to see that.
That's the last shot too.
Look at this. Watch this. Punch.
Just straight punch.
Oh,
He just
yeah.
straight punched him. What the heck?
Okay, they didn't show the Nick Chubb one, so
They did not.
that's good. That's good.
Okay, yeah, these are NFL full ejections of the 2023 season. I'm assuming it's the same thing. Just
I think it's fights. Like
Yeah,
fights
that-
that broke out. Like not hits necessarily, but fights that broke out. Do you guys want to watch that?
Uh,
you guys, this is your stream.
We're
Probably
Well,
next
and-
stream. Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
next stream.
Okay.
But Colton, you did say you wanted a hot take really quick before we go.
Yeah, the last hot take is, what do you think is more difficult as far as like between NFL and professional rugby? Which do you think is more difficult?
Rugby. 100%. No gear in rugby.
Yeah.
I know
No
nothing
no
about
gear in
rugby.
rugby whatsoever. I've seen highlights. We should watch the biggest hits in rugby. It's exactly what we saw, but no helmets, no pads.
Yeah,
They
I'm gonna have to
dive-
say rugby too, especially because they just like football. It's have a play stop. Rugby's just you're just going.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to go with the NFL, and the only reason why I'm going with the NFL is because I have a rugby player that backs me up on this. Not one that I know personally,
Hmm.
but Jordan Mailata was a professional rugby player, but after or before he had a heart attack, and then he transferred to the NFL, and he became I think it was a left tackle for the Eagles, and he became a Pro Bowler in his first year and stuff. And he was on the podcast with Jason and Travis Kelsey, and they asked him because the question popped up, and he said that the NFL, if you're on the defensive and offensive line, it is 100% more difficult than rugby.
I mean, I guess it
I-
makes
I-
sense. That would make sense if you're on the defensive line because they're like pushing each other with their fingers and their thumbs. They often break their thumbs, like doing that push shove and stuff like that.
Yeah,
He even said that he doesn't think the pads do anything.
They really
Because
don't.
in rugby, he said because in rugby there's a little bit of a holdback because you don't want to hit somebody, full speed. And a good comparison, he said, would you rather get punched in the face as hard as they could 10 times, just square in the face, or would you rather get hit by a small sedan? And that's kind of how he compared it.
Small sedan.
He said the NFL was like a small sedan and rugby's like getting punched in the face 10 times.
yeah. I
I can see what you're saying.
How
Yeah.
small of a sedan are we talking though?
I
One of them
don't.
clown cars where you could fit like 14 people in it. Kidding, I'm joking.
You want an example?
Yeah, I don't know what a sedan is.
The car that I'm driving right now.
That's the okay.
Like a regular
Like
Just
my
a
like a
car?
regular car.
Like my
just a
car?
regular 4-door car.
No, not your car.
My car's not a sedan?
Your old car, yes.
All right, guys. Well, we just ran out of time. Thank you so much to our guests for joining us. We will see you guys next week. I absolutely love doing the Game Plan podcast. This is because I often say this, but this is Third and Long podcast is more than just me and Nick. It's a community, and this is a chance that we get to talk to you guys. But thank you guys for hanging out with us, and we will see you next time.
Next week.
Y'all have a good one.
Dang. Nick